Write This Way. 10 years worth of writing experience in 6 easy lessons. By Kristin N. Spencer. Read by Kristin N. Spencer. Chapter 1. Don't spend 10 years prepping to write. When I first started writing, indie publishing was on the edge of hitting a new all-time high. Authors were making thousands of dollars a month, and I felt like every second my book wasn't on the market, I was missing the gold rush of indie authorship. So I rushed, and even though I didn't know what I was doing, I published my first book, and published another book, and published yet another book. People online kept writing pieces about how if you wrote a series, you were basically guaranteed sales. So I got to work, pouring out my heart and soul as best as I knew how in writing. In between taking care of 3 kids under 6, working in full-time ministry in Greece, a country that wasn't my own, and trying to maintain a healthy marriage, I wrote. My son, who was 1 year old at the time, even got his little toy speller and sat next to me. While I was working, he worked, too. It was adorable to see that my kids had caught on that I was pursuing my dream. But when I had everything out, and all of those endless hours and several 100,000 words were added up, something happened, or rather, didn't happen. My books didn't sell, and I felt like a huge failure. And the worst part for me was my kids watched me fail. They saw that pursuing my dream wasn't paying off. They would tell their friends, teachers, and other adults that their mom had written several books. I would blush, not wanting to spoil their fun, by adding to the story that the truth was, I wasn't selling any books or reaching any readers. But instead of giving up, I wanted to make them proud, so I found every writing piece of advice I could and started trying to do everything I read would help. My to-do list got super long as I tried to implement the advice I was reading. I joined a writing group, even though I couldn't always communicate in the group because I didn't speak any Greek. I made a plan to write 3 more books in the series. I redid my covers, created new book synopses, and tried to engage with people on Facebook, Goodreads, and anywhere else I thought I could find my fan base. I spent money to advertise, but nothing happened. I signed up for online writing classes, listened to 10 different podcasts, and read every book I could find about self-publishing. I couldn't gain any traction, and I was completely burned out. Eventually, I gave up on that one series and tried to write a new one. Then I wrote a standalone.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?